1st of December. This is first real snow in Kiev. Even in my city we have snow, but not as much as here. So cold outside. It was -8 this morning. Hello my dear friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Luda. For those who is watching my video for the first time, I'm making videos in both languages, in Russian and in English. I'm really trying to upload them at the same time, but because of my work, of my time schedule, I can't do it all the time. It takes a long time to upload video, also to edit, and besides I do have other responsibility, and I have my son who make me nervous lately a lot, so I have to pay attention to his homework. And again, this year was hard. It was hard for everyone, and it wasn't easiest for me. I don't want to talk about my stuff when I'm making a cross-stitch video, and so that's why I'm sometimes delay with videos in English, because right now we have sunset around 4 o'clock, and after that very hard to make videos. Impossible for me, because I need to have a table or special light. I do have some, but unfortunately I don't have proper table, and everyone at home in the evening, you know, it's very hard for me. That's why I have to spend my lunch break for the video, and then I only can make one video. Well, I hope you understand me, and let's talk about cross-stitch. So this year I was trying to make my stash WIPs smaller as possible. It did not work that well as I wanted, but I'm happy with the result of 2021. Yes, I did not stitch as much as the previous years, but on top of it I've lost 2 of my WIPs, which were quite a lot of stitches there. Like Dana's roses you see in front of you, they were done like 65%, and besides another half of dimensions gold. So that's why my results this year will be not as big as before, but there are still my results, there are still my cross stitch, and doesn't matter how many I will show you. I did enjoy them all, and I'm happy that I was able to do something instead of nothing. But obviously I was pushing myself so hard not to start so many large designs, not to do this, not to that, and I was a little bit stressed over my hobby. And one day I said to myself, listen, I have to do whatever I want to, otherwise what's the point? And I think that was a sign for me not to be patient. To be patient, even in our hobby we have to be patient, because to stitch big design you need to spend some time, and obviously when you do have a channel it's hard not to show videos for 1-2 months, because then YouTube will stop recommend your videos, and then I'm losing interest to making them, because if you don't see people love to see your videos, why to spend time to make them, right? But cross-stitch community is a little bit different. You know, all I have Instagram, you can see my pictures there. If you don't have time, or you want to see just pictures, you can go and follow me there. Again, all my information in description box, and you're welcome to join me on Instagram as well. So I've been thinking a lot about what I'm gonna stitch next, and the reason I make this video first, I'm really happy that I did not make this kind of video in November or October, because it's nice to see what the result you achieve, because I not only finish some cross stitch, I also made progress. And now looking on my WIPs, I know what to start next. I know for sure I should not start big designs, because otherwise it will be a rabbit hole. I will never finish anything I want to, and it just will make me more stress. But same time, I can't promise myself anything if, let's say, we stress in our life, and something will make you happy, something will make you forget about all your problems, to refocus from something you don't want to think about. Why not? I just wish this kind of situation never happened with me, and I just want to make my WIPs to progress on my WIPs and make them less, because guys, to serve them, I'm saying serve because I'm often searching something, then I have to clean, then I have to move. We're here and there. Every 6 months we're moving somewhere. Not every 6 months, but 6 months ago we just moved to this apartment, and we're gonna move out of this apartment because I don't like the way people treating me here. It's been horrible, and I just I have not slept for a few nights. I have to take some medicine because I don't like people talk to me like that, and it's very different from the rest of the world, trust me. And I can't stitch, I can't do anything. I'm you know, now I look at the amount of cross stitch I have. Imagine if I had only one project. I just put it in bag and no worries. And again, ship everything from one place to another. For me, it's hard work. But I cannot have one or two, because again, who wanna watch this kind of videos? And my speed, very important. Number one, my speed. It's going down when I stitch one project, because I don't have the same emotions anymore. I'm tired of these colors, tired of these techniques, tired of this count. You understand? So when you change, that's why I like to stitch my Mirabilias together with something, because Nora Corbett is my favorite designer. And yes, I did not stitch a lot her for the past 2 years. But I'm gonna stitch her anyway. I just count how many designs I've stitched since 2016. My first design I started, I think, in May 2016. Now it's 2021. I stitched 36 designs. I completed. And I mean, I'm counting my Veronica and not Persephone, the Fairy Idol. Fairy Idol almost done. Veronica, I will show you now. I'm not gonna pay attention to her and not gonna move her from hoops, because guys, I hurt my hand right here. It was so swollen. I had to take painkillers. I don't know, either I was pushing this one or I was doing something at home, cleaning or carrying some heavy stuff. I don't know, but I was in such a pain. My friend came yesterday from United States and she told me, take Brufen and it will help you. Trust me, this morning I woke up and my pain is gone. I could not believe. I thought it was like magic, but I was suffering from that pain. So Veronica, as you can see, very close to be done, and I just need to do petites. I'm kind of tired from them, that's why I refocus, and I took Fairy Idol. And Fairy Idol also has petites, and I do have to stitch there and here. Well, they're almost done, and here I have to do her face, and I even add some beads. Just I never ever done it ever in my life with Mirabilia, but I just wanted to do something different, because all these stitches and my eyes now is not as good as before. Well, the stitch is very hard for you to show you this angle, but I will try to make a better video. Right now you can see the fabric is not even, and obviously stitches on top of her will be not as good as you can see, but it all depends on the light, it all depends on the angle. Well, I do find them quite okay. Not perfect one because of the fabric, you see. So Veronica is quite big. She is not a small lady, but she's not the largest. Fairy Idol much bigger than Veronica. And again, as I said, I was stitching her and I realized I don't even make 200 crosses a day. I used to stitch around 800, 1000. This is my good speed when I have free time, when nothing bothering me, when well, I do go out obviously like normal people, but I can't stitch 2000, 3000 like other stitches. I just I'm very active. I need to move in between. I can't sit and stitch, and I'm very distracted by phone. I need to close all the apps and not to check everything there. I'm working on it. It's hard. It's addiction. Yes, speed number 1. Second is that showing stuff on my channel, and third and second, same place to serve my stash. Clean, hard to find stuff, or threads are missing, or chart is missing, or I can't remember what was here, what was there, where is this piece of chart, where is the copy, and it's kind of annoying, especially when you move often. I think I told you, sometimes I'm going to get something in the bedroom, and I'm going and I realize it was not even in this country. That bedroom was in other city, in other country, and I'm like, oops. Oh, and then I try to remember where it is. Either it's in my city, or it's in a storage room, or it's here with us. This is what I don't want, and I try to do it in every other parts of my life. For example, cosmetics. I found that I have like 10 masks for the face. Like, I don't need that many, but every single time I see special, or I love one mask so much, I was like using it almost every single day, which you can. With that mask you can apply it on your face every single day. And I just said to myself, enough. And now I'm down to 4 masks, I think, and some of them are gonna finish soon. And then I just want to have 1 or 2 masks for me, just to switch them off. And I just cannot have 1 mask. Some of them to make your face more dry or more moisturized, depends what effect do you want, depends on the time of the year. And I just like to change stuff. Same with perfumes. I have them quite a lot, but I have not bought myself perfume since New York. Well, Paul bought for me a perfume there, and again, I don't need that many, but I cannot use one because I'm getting tired, and then I prefer not to use anything, just not to feel that smell anymore. Because again, it's hard for me to keep moving everything. It's hard to me. It takes my time to serve everything, and it just reach that point when like, okay, I think I'm good. With the cross stitch, I realized that I have right now lots of big projects, and I would love to start smaller ones. So I still will show something on my videos, and I will have finish, which it's always nice to have. It's good for your mental. And yeah, I still love small designs, and I did stitch lots of Just Dance this year. I did, and I stitched even Mill Hill, but again, 2 months I have not really stitched, so 1 Mill Hill in 2 months for me was good. I was happy I've done something than nothing. Okay, let's start and see my WIPs. I don't think I will be counting them because I write them down. Actually, in my new notebook, I started counting my finishes, mirabilias. I need to see and check how many dimensions I have, and then go for the company. Very few designs I stitch, just one design from one company. I usually have my privileges, and I'm focusing on them. Okay, so this is a restart of Dana's Roses, and I put this design first because it has special meaning for me, and I have lots of stories. You've heard about this design already in my previous videos. I just don't want to repeat them anymore. let's build new memories. And if you want, you can go and watch my previous videos. Just type Dana's Roses. Sometimes I even make a preview with this design because I really love that design. I love stitching on them. I will show you closer. This is not original fabric, but I'm stitching from the original chart, which I have left. The rest is burned, everything burned, and I bought just DMC threads because Budzilla sometimes has DMC threads, but sometimes they use their own threads. And I still have to make backstitch here, and my future plan for this design is to have a finish and to have happy end. I would love to have happy end with this design. This is 28 count of fabric. I can't remember, maybe it's Monaco or whatever, but I love the even weave, the original one better, because crosses there more neat, and it's not as glare as this fabric. It's cotton, and this one they use something. They add something which is not organic. I don't know, but the color is good, and to work kinda okay. I think it's too soft for me. So next design, whatever I see I will be showing you, is a cat in the window from Dimensions Gold. This design I started in 2018. So in 2018 I started 31 or 30 designs, and my mistake was all of them super big, like very few of them small, like one or two kinda small, like seriously kinda small. They were like bigger than Dimensions Gold Petite, and almost all of them, no, maybe 7 left since 2018. So this cat with me from 2018, I'm trying to work on this cat. Again, this is Dimensions out of print. This design was made in United States. I love the fabric. Where is the cat? My cat is here. So cat is almost done, and this design is interesting because the cat is actually very easy to stitch. I just want to remove my candle. I don't want to make fire here by accident. I don't need this kind of video on my channel. There will be lots of back stitch on top and lots of repetitive birds, or what's this on the window? Yeah, they're birds, and there are some mink or whatever animal it is. I don't know, it's not the mink. Well, I don't know, maybe other cats. Maybe this is a window, cats and birds. And this is a big cat. Yeah, this is a window and a cat sitting on a carpet. Carpet will be a little bit complicated because here are lots of confetti. But we'll see. Sometimes you think the carpet is difficult, but then when you stitch, you don't realize how easy it is. Yeah, so I have to stitch face of the cat. Again, my focus next year will be not dimensions, because I have stitched lots of dimensions, and I don't plan to frame any dimensions, not anytime soon. I just don't see them in my house. Even I love them so much. Dimensions is one of my favorite companies, because the amount of work you put on, the full coverage and the effect, it's always, when you see dimensions done, it's always, you have like, wow, you have impressive feeling. You are, how to say it correctly, you're always impressed to see dimensions finishes, and I love stitching them. They're kind of part of me right now. So this is my second design. I still have to make nice preview picture, because it's very important to show what you've been stitching. Next is, well, I hope I will be done before Daniel come back from school. Next is Budzilla, and I bought this kit opened. You still can get it on eBay, but they're pricey. It's cardinals. I bought it for cheap, because it was started. Unfortunately, I just realized the fabric is quite dirty with some stains. I keep my work very clean. I always take care of my cross stitch. I'm sure it was not me, 100% it was not me, but I see some stains on top of the design, and I might well wash it. Also here some stain, maybe this one is me, but stains on top. I don't know if you will be able to see it, but I see them, and they're annoying. Anyway, this is bird which I've done stitching almost, and it looks like will be not enough fabric, but I count it will be enough. It's not as big as Dana's Roses, but this fabric is original, and you can see it's thicker. Well, I hope you can see it thicker, and it's the size of holes are less, and this is 28 count even width. Lots of backstitch will be still, because Budzilla, they love backstitch. But again, it's not golden kite, it's not something complicated, it's just harder than dimensions for sure. I think I have to change angle of my camera because I forgot. Next design is Leonardo. This is quite old design from this company, and this is a preview. I cut it. There is another lady quite similar, well, maybe same her, just with different flowers. That time when I got this design, the other one was out of print, but they are both now available and you can purchase them. Well, I hope so, but even from eBay they are not as pricey as others. The chart is huge. As always, Leonardo love big size of charts, and I kind of start getting used to them, but it's too big for me, too big, because then you have to cut, well, chart itself bigger than design when you stitched, and hard to put on hoops. That's why I cut every single time. I finish part, I cut, I throw away, and before that make sure that you stitch back stitch, because then you won't be able to remember what was there. And I did stitch her face. Now I see her. I don't need to stitch other stuff, but I'm gonna work on her, and I'm very happy this year I finished one Leonardo. Not as big as this lady, but I'm happy that there is something different in my cross stitch life than dimensions such as Nano and Mirabilia. And yeah, it was a little bit hard to stitch same colors as the print of the fabric. It's not hand dyed, it's a printed fabric. And my advice for you, do not iron from the front, iron from the back. It's very easy to iron it. And when you start Leonardo, be very careful as well, because for the print, sometimes I advise you to stitch, let's say, from this part or from this part. Depends on the print, depends on design. But I've stitched lots of Leonardo in the past. That's why I know where to start. And yeah, I would love to stitch them both, her and her other sister, or maybe it's she with different flowers, or just I like them both. But I promise myself, do not not to buy the other one before I stitch this design. So this is the back of the fabric, as you can see, and this one, it feels like a little bit ribbon. You know, guys, I'm talking to you right now, and I realize my mood is better now. I was really not happy today, but sometimes you have to pay attention to something else. I'm actually in better mood now, which is great. Because when you're positive, everything is okay. Next is another dimensions, and I don't know where the threads are. They're somewhere, but I've been showing you many times these horses, and my goal was to make some progress on this design. I actually thought maybe one thread a day, it will be done then very quickly. But unfortunately, I'm not this kind of stitcher. If I stitch something in the morning, I don't want to stop myself, stitch something for 10 minutes or 30 minutes and then stitch something else. If I was all day at home and nothing else to do, probably I will be doing that. But I have no weekends and we travel often, and this kind of rotation is not for me. But because I stitch already many horses, I think 4 or 5. One custom crafts I stitched, another one I've stitched just regular collection dimensions where is a wave and horses coming out. Then I stitch mother horse with a baby, forgot how you call it, and I stitch frozen morning or frosty morning. Yes, this is my 4th design. I hope I didn't stitch anything else. I hope not. And I just purchased 2 more designs with horse, and another one I also would love to get, but it's super rare. Maybe we'll get some chart and I have a collection of dimension threads. But the thing is, this design is very easy to stitch on the left part. Again, I'm almost done with the horse. I just have to stitch background, which will be easy. I love stitching this part. Again, it will be easy. The thing is, here will be some little headache, but I love green colors in cross stitch, and I hope it will be easy. I just need time for this design. That's it. I think half stitches right here and there. I just need 1 month and a half and I will be done. Usually I spend 2 months for dimensions gold. I prepare myself for 2 days for this video because you have to pull out everything and show and then clean everything again. Another design I have the Gouverneur, which I just started. Again, in this video I'm not gonna show you my starts. There are some designs which I just started and I have not completed them. Well, I have not progressed them. It's just like few crosses. I will show you this kind of designs, just very few, because I did not take them all from my city. And so far I only show you. Wait a second. Dana's Roses was started in 2018. Also Veronica, she was started in 2018, and a cat also was started in 2018. That's it for now. And Fairy Idol, which I'm gonna finish, well, I hope I will finish this year. 3 designs. The rest were started after that. Oh, it's a little bit heavy because of the brochure. Yes, I've been showing this. Did I show you this? If I did not, let me know, because here quite interesting designs here. Like I have this sampler. It's very rare to see it stitched. This sampler is amazing, amazing, and I love the border. And the owner of the store in Ukraine, she told me she stitched this one, and she said it was quite easy to stitch. And I just received this one. In my next video you will see this design. Okay. Oh, love these fishes. Okay, Thea Gouverneur, the other company I love. This is the store I was mentioning before. They sent me this kit to stitch. Not to stitch, to show. I decided to start stitching it. And this is 2 days of progress. I had some time, more than right now. Obviously before Christmas you all busy with getting presents for your loved ones, getting this and getting that. Yeah, this icon is the easiest out of all I think they ever made, because her dress, her scarf, It's not as complicated other icons at the very beginning. The base was not as confetti. And I love the result. I love the result. And I did not take her out of hoops because I don't want to, I mean, I did not stitch anything on the other part. Okay, let me move this brochure on the other side because it will be easier for me to clean. Next design I want to show you. I just started on my birthday. Again, this is a start, but I'm showing you in my WIPs because this is 100% will be WIP, and I want to progress a lot next year. This was a gift from my Ukrainian follower, English Valley Cottage. This design is very similar to bank of the river back or something like that. They're very similar. Once I bought the other design, I thought I was buying this one, and I was so happy dancing, and I was showing to my friend who is not cross stitcher. We were by the pool, and she said, Luda, but it's not the same design you showed me. I like, no, it is. And she like, look, the house is different. There is no geese here. And I was like, oh, really? And then I like, oh, I thought I had a deal and I bought for cheap. But even the other design, it was out of print. Right now, I think they reprinted. This one is still was never reprinted, and it's designed by James Lee. Sometimes they resign contract with designers, and that's how they can reprint designs. But if they don't have any connections, I don't think they're allowed to reprint it. So I was really happy to get it as a gift, especially when you receive it from your follower who is watching you for many years and who knows exactly what do you want. Because in every video I'm saying something, like this story I was telling them, and she probably had it in her stash, or oh, it's always nice when people think about you, and that's why I would love to stitch it. So it means a lot for me when people think about me. I always appreciate it, and I like it. What else can I say? So this design I just started. It was a progress of one day, but the thing is I made boo-boo here. I have to stitch it with dark green thread. Well, I will redo it for sure. Next design I was just showing you in my cross-stitch journal. This is Honey Bear. Again, this Dimensions regular collection. It's much easier to stitch as gold, petites, whatever. This is the easiest line from this company, and because the fabric is 14th count, easier to stitch, easy, but it's interesting. I like it very, very much. Just need to pay time, need to pay attention. Even there are colors which I don't like brown, everything you can see here, they are not my colors, but I love designs which has this color. Not all, but I love this. Was a long time out of print design. The minute I saw it reprinted, I'm like, oh, I like this bear. I do. Okay, what is next? Next is another start, another recent start. Okay, very rare you can see small WIPs in my rotation, and this is unfortunately not progressing, but it started. It means it will be finished, I know, and it's small. I don't have small, so it has lots of chances to be stitched next year, hopefully this winter. Okay, this design Where is the threads are? I left threads somewhere else. Oh, I think I put them on the organizer. Yes, they're all on organizer, because here there is no organizer like in China. They make this was like a bunch of threads, and just I organize them on my pack organizer. While I'm here with this small design, I'll show you another one. This is my travel project. This is Mill Hill. It's a little bit kinky, but quite cute design, and excellent for the traveling, or when I'm waiting Daniel from basketball. I told you I'm sitting in a coffee shop in a place where nobody can see me except the waiter, and I can sit there for hours because not too many people there, and I'm listening to the music, drinking my coffee or tea, and I do lots of progress, more than at home, because nothing's bothering me or distracting me. And I should have started more to the left, but it's fine. It's still enough place for the framing, and I have excellent framer. She will do something. Even if she will frame design like this, still like without borders, I still will be fine. But it's second design I've done it. My other Mill Hill now with a framer. I won't be able to show you in my finishes this year, or maybe she will be done by the time I will find time to make video. So this is a progress. It's interesting to stitch. It's going so fast, and Mill Hill bits I will add later. Also, there is a button here, and you can always place it on your table, or my plan is to stitch a bunch of them and to keep them in a folder whenever I want to. Well, maybe this one will be different because I can't have regular frame for her, because I started from I should have started from the center, and next time I think I will be doing that. I was just thinking it's hard to count the center, but it's just take a ruler and mark where the center and start it. Easy. Yes, but you need to have experience with this kind of designs. I'm still newbies. Okay. But I really love the flowers, and that it's not full coverage. It will be quick stitch. Well, I hope. It looks like. Next design is a giant. I'm saying it's a giant because it's more than 1 meter, I think. The fabric is more than 1 meter long, or no? Yes. She is more than 1 meter, or maybe she is 1 meter. I think 1 meter and 10 centimeters. I don't know, but she is so. Wait, I'm 172. She's going almost up to my navel. I don't know, hard to say. I usually see it. No, it's more than a meter. More than a meter for sure. Asian Beauty. Asian Beauty. As you can see, I actually seen her stitched by one man in Facebook groups, and she's big. You know, my mistake, I should have stitched her on smaller count. I use fabric from the kit. It's 27 even width, or what they say. It's 27 for sure. I just don't see what kind of fabric. It's cotton. But anyway, she's out of print. It was hard to find her. Lanarte, when they have out of print Lanarte or Budzilla, well, Lanarte even harder to find, because at least Budzilla you can see once in a while on eBay. These designs you have to search in Europe and their local eBay, and they were not as popular as obviously Dimensions, and that's why it's harder to find. But I've stitched quite big piece. It was easy, but to stitch her nose, face was difficult. You don't usually, what I like to do when I have this kind of designs, when they blend into fabric. I usually stitch something dark, and then it's easier to count, to see the border. Like face, you can see this darker line. I should have started stitching this and then maybe count lips, and I think I've done a little mistake over here somewhere. That's why I wanna stitch there and see if it will go all together. That's why I stop it. But I love this design. I enjoy stitching it. I don't think it will be ever framed because of the size. I just need a castle to put all my cross stitch. And for me, important to have a finish. Either it will be framed, or I just will enjoy watching it once in a while in my roll. Whatever, I am happy, and trying to keep this fabric clean because it's white, and even sometimes I'm showing you on a table or somewhere else, it can be dirty. But this will go into the file where it was before. Next giant design I have is Thea Gouverneur. Thea Gouverneur, lady and unicorn. I was telling you I was hunting for the original fabric. This design was first with this color of the fabric, then they made it in red. Now I don't know. I was so lucky to get this fabric because I was ordering red already. Many years ago, I've seen it on Facebook. Not many years, 2014 or 2015. That was my unicorn chart, and I could not buy it anywhere in Ukraine. It was even, I don't think we had online stores yet. And then I read somewhere on Instagram, this is out of print, it's impossible to get, and they're like, back in this, okay, so sad, really sad I cannot get it. It's not like now, if I cannot get it, for me it's a challenge to get it. Before that I was really disappointed, and I did not even hunt anymore. I forgot about this design, but then I started seeing this on Instagram here and there, and I asked one lady, and she said, you know what, Thea Gouverneur never make their designs out of print, but I've heard some of them, there are, most of them always you can find, but some of them it's, maybe you can order from the company, from the factory, wherever, I don't know. But by the time I found about that design, I see they started selling them with a red fabric, not with this color. This is, oh, I forgot. Guys, 1 second. I think it was in one of my files, the color. Keep forgetting it. Here I keep it. Yes, this is 2021, the year I started, I think. Lady in Unicorn. The color of the fabric is in my head right now, but I can't remember. Like this design is also never seen stitched. But let me see, maybe the organizers here. The whole design is 1 kilo. Here I found the back of, oh no, there is one needle minder I was looking for, this one. Let me remember the color. Anyway, the chart is very easy, 1001 organizers. Anyway, I will remember, I will let you know, maybe in the description box after I turn off the video. But this is threads I'm gonna use in this design. Again, try to keep them all like this, because then it will be easier to keep your threads, otherwise they can go out of these holes. Not rusty, not anything else, but something. Anyway, I'll let you know. So I stopped stitching this design. You know why? Because I needed organizer. It came till that point where I cannot just pull the thread and put it back. Well, it takes my time and my speed is going down. I don't like it. I don't like it, and that's why I kind of stop stitching it till I have free organizer. But I think I've done lots of. And now I would like to stitch her face and then all around. So she will be like lighthouse for me to count from her and focus and see, not to make mistakes. But she is just as big as previous design. I mean, this is double. Yeah, she is quite a large lady. But because it's 27 count as well, and it's easy chart, it's not difficult to stitch. You just have to pay attention and give some time for this design to grow. Next is, I did not know I pack already everything because I'm filming in Daniel's room and I have a mess here, and then I clean quickly because I did not have enough time to make second video. That's why I kinda forgot that I have the whole bag of WIPs. I thought like, oh, I have not too many WIPs. I'm lucky. Let me put this. You see, these needle minders from Kim, they don't keep your needles as good as others. Like this one is like doop. Anyway, they are so pretty still, and I like them. So this is Northern Night from Dimensions Gold, and this is a preview. I have all the kit in the bag or wherever, but plan for this design, I would like to make a progress. But number one priority for me to finish, if you see from all these designs I've shown you already, a cat in a window, number one, horses or the English cottage, number two. They're equally there, and this is coming after. But again, I can change my mind very easy, and most likely when I will be stitching it, because this design, you start stitching it, you don't want to stop. Twice I started stitching it and I had to push myself to stop it, because firstly I just want to have a start, because I have plans in 2020 to finish other designs before Christmas, and similar this year. Again, it just happened, I pulled this design on my birthday. I'm like, oh, how does this happen? Again, I put it on I took it, pull it from my stash, from my WIPs on my birthday again. But yeah, you've seen it just recently. I've been stitching it, and now I see this design more often stitching. Kind of little bit lose interest, but it's okay. What is next? I'm trying to. I'm getting tired. I just make 2 videos because I'm traveling tonight, and I know I will not have any time to make videos. So I just wanna make videos in advance. This is Sarah Dawes, and this design was my not unicorn, but when I first saw Nicola's video, not even her videos, I've seen on Fiber Talk, I think, channel, I've seen Nicola's designs in Nashville. Number one, which caught my attention, was this design. This and a parrot, because I love birds, I said before. I could not decide which one is more important for me, this one or other one, but I love the border on this design more. And this is 40 count hand-dyed linen by Ukrainian girl Marina. I like her so much because I like contacting her. Marina, I need this design and I want you to dye fabric. And she like, I think immediately she's going to her bathroom to to make this, and she was so scared to make for me, like, why? She said, because you're very picky. I'm not very picky, I'm very easy. I told her, if you will not make exactly the same, I'm fine. I don't need it exactly the same. I want my own color, as long as I like it. And 99% she does what I want to. I don't have to wait, I don't have to pay for shipping, I don't have to, you know, picture this plus lately, like 9 months you have to wait. And in Ukraine it's cheaper labor, and they can probably get fabric from Germany, because this is Zweigart based. Well, I think it's Zweigart. Anyway, plan for this design to make at least 50% next year. If I will stitch it all, I will be super happy. But I will not push myself. I don't want to stress myself. If it will go, it will go. If it will not, it will not. I have threads for this design. I bought them. They're cutted, so it's not fully skeins. Because it's 40 count, obviously for 32nd you will need more. I just bought, I think, each one, I can't remember, 2 meters or 3 meters. I can't remember. But it's Valdalgi. And again, anytime I will need more, I just will order to cut more of, let's say, number 2025. I will tell the lady who's selling them, cut me 2 meters of this thread, or maybe this thread is 1 meter, stuff like that. And obviously I will not stitch it overnight. I will wait, I have other stuff to do, but maybe I will have all threads enough. Because she was cutting for these designs, threads based on a lady who was stitching this design. But I'm not sure on which count that lady was stitching, and I'm not sure the way how they stitch. I'm very, very safe, and I try to well, not to stitch till the very, very end when the thread is not okay, but I'm not throwing half of the thread. I just keep it and stitch after. I love the result, and you can always see it silks. It gives a different look. I don't mind about DMC, and some designs I might will stitch in DMC, but if I have chance to stitch it with silks, why not? This is the company I discovered in 2021. Well, I started stitching. I discovered it in 2016 or 17, but I only started stitching them this year, and I already have quite a collection of charts. It's hard to stop because they're always pretty and pretty and pretty. Next design also I've been showing you lately. This is Roses Blanches from Le de Soie, and this design I'm trying to make some progress, and my plan is to finish in 2022. I want to finish this one, and it will be not framed, it will be the same finish, well, not the same lace, I don't have the same lace, but the idea of my finish will be this one. Some people, they frame it, fine. I don't have enough walls to frame or everything, but this is also 40 count, and I'm stitching with Madeira threads 1/2. Lovely, lovely design. And I started in, I think last year I started, or no, I think it's last year start. Otherwise I would make more progress, and it's been traveling with me in Turkey. In Turkey, and I took it to Europe, I just never had a chance to stitch it. Okay, next design, again, dimensions. We're going back to dimensions, and 1 second. This is design Peonies and Delphiniums from Dimensions Gold. I once heard this was the hardest design from all the Dimensions kits, but it's not. One girl sent me the amount of French knots of this on this design, and on another oriental. What a design I stitched in 2018, oriental something, with a vase as well, very similar. The other one has more backstitch and French knots, but I'm not sure about this area. It's supposed to be the hardest one, but background, it's obviously easy. This is the hardest part to stitch. And this, so far I started because I always wanted to stitch this design, and I was inspired by flowers I bought in the market. And I came home and like, it was May, and I said to myself, why not to start and check which design is more hard to stitch, this one or the one I stitched already, and make my own opinion, because sometimes colors makes you feel this design is harder or easier. Sometimes your mood, sometimes your experience. If I stitched this design 10 years ago, I would definitely say yes, it's the hardest one. But after you stitch mandala, you stitch golden kite, you stitch many other hard designs, sometimes dimensions, you feel it's like a relaxing piece. So it's even hard to say to one person, is it hard design or no? Because at the very beginning of your stitching career, it seems very hard, everything is super hard. And then at the very end, you're like, oh, it's easy. And after you complete piece, after some time, everything easier for you, you know? So we'll see. It's an 18 count of Ada. I did not start in 2018, this one, no. So far, I think 3 designs I've been showing you, which I started in 2018. Okay, guys, I'm almost done. Almost, just a few seconds. I'm also tired of talking, because I've been talking too much. So, I've been showing you mostly my active WIPs. I do have WIPs which are just starts, and this one of them. This is Lavender and Lace, Angel of the Morning. This is the key of the design, and it's big, and every single time I want to stitch it, I refocus on Mirabilia. To me, it's not the same company, but it's mother and daughter, right? It's not a Scorbet mother. This fabric, I don't think they produce anymore. I don't understand why they keep taking the colors out of production. You will need some needle pins, which Mary Levitt made for her own designs, because she needed more back in days. And now you can replace, if you don't have original ones, you replace them with Splendor. I wish I was replacing them all, but if you have a chance to have them all like this, they're very similar. I even once thought, if I'm not gonna stitch it, I can sell it, the whole design, because it's very popular here in Ukraine, this design, and some people waiting for the chart. When I finish, I will give it away. Same with, I understand that other design, Angel, this is the most popular one. Also to buy a chart, quite hard. What was the other angel carrying something like a light? Forgot the other design. I'm just can't think anymore. I'm talking too much, and it's time for me to finish. But I do have some WIPs which are not active, and I think I have them maybe 5, 6, including these ones. I know I have dimensions, 2 dimensions gold, ballerinas, and lighthouse. What else? I can't remember. Maybe that's it. Maybe something 1 or 2 I have. Can't remember. Oh, I have Mereshka, which is not active. It starts from 2018. So I have more than 7. I have 8 from 2018. Yeah, I have 8, and they're all big. This design is large. This lavender and lace. but it's so pretty, so pretty. I just seen them stitched so many times, and I'm gonna and this Budzilla, someone told me it's the hardest design they ever stitch, and like, I have no interest, or maybe no inspiration, but I look at this design, I find it's very interesting, and I would like to stitch this original fabric, original chart, original everything, and I keep it in this bag because it's more comfortable for me. And there are threads here, they're not DMC, they are specially dyed for the Budzilla. Yeah, that's it for today. I will go have a rest. I need to get done because I have a train tonight. And I hope you enjoy this video. Sorry if I was a little bit negative. I just I think I'm trying to catch everything. And I'm not a superhuman, I'm just a regular one. And I try to refocus, I try to think about something more important, and small things can disappoint me. I need to clean everything. I also need to make a picture for the preview. And I'll see you soon. I will see you before New Year's. I hope I will have more free time, and maybe I will do Stitch With Me. I promised myself many times to do Stitch With Me. You can imagine I love to make this kind of videos. I just don't have time when everything is quiet and I'm in the mood to talk. Okay, but again, thank you all. Thank you to you all for the likes and comments, and thank you for being subscribed my channel. If you're not, please subscribe my channel. We'll have lots of fun together. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye bye, guys.